What is going on? So today I wanted to make this quick little video, basically just talking about when you feel like giving up. Now this morning I went for a bike ride. I got some good exercise in this morning, and then I had a good meal, and a buddy of mine came over because he had a flat tire on his car and he needed to pump up his tire on his car. So when he got here, we kind of chilled out for a bit, probably a couple hours actually, and we just kind of sat and chatted. And both of us are kind of going through something similar right now, where we're both kind of starting a project right now. He's a little bit further along than I am, but both of us are kind of getting to a point where we're almost like doubting our identity and kind of feeling like maybe this isn't for me, maybe this isn't something I want to do, or maybe this isn't the type of person that I am. I've kind of been sitting down for the last couple hours journaling and just writing down my why and the reasons why I started this project, or the reasons why I even got the idea in the first place. And it brings me back to famous quote that says essentially, he who has a why can bear almost any how. And it's a quote that I put on my Instagram a couple weeks ago, and it's also been told to me a few times through just reading it in books or having bosses or employers tell me about it in the past. And this is the first time where it's kind of seeping in and really kind of displaying itself in real life, because when I sat down and started to write down about all the lists of reasons why I started and why I think that it's an important thing to do and finish, it's kind of helping me push past this kind of stagnant time, I guess, when it just feels like it's not going to happen. So in the beginning, when you start a new project, you're kind of fueled by motivation, you're fueled by inspiration, you're fueled just by the raw emotion of starting something. But after a few weeks, or maybe a few months, or sometimes even after a couple of days, that motivation kind of dwindles down, and you're left with, basically just asking yourself, like, why am I even doing this? Why am I going about this? Why am I spending money on something like this and spending all my time and energy on something like this? You start to ask yourself the question of, like, why am I doing this? And it comes down to, I don't know, maybe the obstacles that you can foresee are becoming a little bit too overwhelming. Maybe you start to just get filled with self-doubt, or maybe you're just struggling with your identity altogether. Like the sense that, am I the type of person that can even carry something like this out? Now, basically, the exercise that I did, which I'd recommend for you guys as well, if you are feeling this way, is just to sit down with, I have a journal, but maybe if you just want a pen and paper, or type it in your computer, or put it in your phone, but just start to write down the reasons why you started the project, or the hobby, or the career, or job, or company you started. Write down the reasons why you started it, why you thought it was important, and what you wanted to actually achieve with it, and why that would be so important to you, and what it would look like, when you have it completed. How is it going to impact people? How is it going to look? How is it going to feel for you? These are kind of some ways that I've kind of stayed, I'd say, not motivated, but disciplined in working towards this project that I'm working on right now. You have to understand as well, one other thing, your vision of yourself, or your vision of your identity, can definitely be impacted by your current mood or your emotions. So it's something that you're gonna have to revisit. That's why I kind of don't do it in my phone, just because I lose so many notes in my phone. There's so many things and it's really unorganized. When I have it put down in a journal on pen and paper, it's easy to come back to, so that maybe the next day, or even later that day, maybe in the evening, I can sit down and kind of reevaluate with a clearer headspace or different emotions going on in my brain, just to kind of reiterate what I'm trying to achieve and why I started in the first place. So if you feel like giving up on a project or a company or a hobby that you've been starting recently, try and think about your reason why, because that's kind of what I did today, and it really helped me out with refocusing my energy. So I hope that helps you out if you feel like quitting something. I hope that you don't quit it. I hope that you follow it through. But even if you do, maybe use this next time when you start something out, and just map out your reasons why and see if that's a strong enough thing to start it in the first place. Thanks for watching. Let's get it. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.